Hey guys, Kurt from Time Machine Transport. So I did a video, I think, a long time ago on how to do your fan belts. However, that's when I was we were redoing the motor, the head. So the fan was already off, the shroud, all that stuff was off. So I did on how to tighten up the thing, or the belt tensioner right here. And it was just on a Detroit 12.7. On a Century class. Anyways, I put this one on already. I was like, I mean, it seems like I've had people say, oh, you got to pull the fan blade off. Well, you really don't. So, anyways, I'm going to do a quick video on it. That's your part number for the fan belt. And this is what the fan belts, that's what the fan belt looks like. It's got the little teeth on it. All right, and it requires 3. My guy only had 2, so I'll get a 3rd one on Monday. So anyways, all you do is just put it over the blades, and it's free flowing because the belts aren't on it, because your belts will actually go down to the crankshaft right there and then up to that pulley. Anyways, so all you do is just rotate your fan, rotate your fan. I mean, you could do this in the truck stop parking lot if you don't have a shop or whatever the case is. Damn it, sorry. And you just keep turning the blade, and voila. Now she's on. So I have both of them on. Sorry, I'm not focusing. I don't know why. Anyways, now you have to line up the bottom with the top. It seems like it's elementary, but it's actually not. So I'm going to do the rear 2. It's hard to do this one-handed. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go grab some sockets. Actually, it looks like that was part of the problem. Like they needed to be tightened. So I don't know. I know when we had the whole motor pulled and rebuilt, I mean, they pulled the whole thing. And I had the whole block and head. The head was brand new, but I had to machine it again anyways. So I'm wondering if Cabrera's, frickin' them knuckleheads, Cabrera Truck and Trailer Repair in Selma, California, a bunch of dirtbags. Anyways, I think they didn't even tension up the, look at that. That belt slides right over that. That's not how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be tight. So, anyways, I'm gonna put you on pause. I'm gonna grab the, because I have to grab my platform so I can stand out and get up on top. But there's 1, 2, 3, like 4 or 5 bolts here. One on the other side, 3, 4, and 5 right here, right there. And I don't know why it's so damn blurry, man. I don't know what the hell's going on. I got this new Z Fold 5. It doesn't seem to really take the best videos. Just could be my eyesight too. So I'm gonna grab. I believe one's like a 19 millimeter, 18 millimeter, but they're millimeters. They're not half inch, 3/4, stuff like that. So I am not a mechanic. I don't pretend to be a mechanic, but this is the easy stuff. I just changed the oil in here, and I got to get her all cleaned up. I'm leaving this coming up week. Things are pretty slow in the truck in there right now, so especially if for a flatbed. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and stop babbling here, and I'm gonna go ahead and get everything set up and put you on pause. I'll be back. All right, guys, I'm back. I don't know what happened to my I had a fitting that fit in my impact. Somebody didn't put it back after they used it. That shit irritates me. So I was way wrong. You got a bolt there. These are not the bolts for this. So you got 1, 2, at least on my truck, and 3 right there. I sprayed them down before I actually am going to loosen them. And what that does is it there's bolt right here, and it's a long threaded rod. Right here where my finger's at, right here, and it goes all the way down. And it's a threaded rod to tighten that up. I don't, actually, you know what? Hold on, I'll put you back on pause. All right, now you can see it better. You see that threaded rod? It goes all the way down in there, right in there. And it goes up, up, up to that nut. It's one continuous piece, so what you have to do is you have to unbolt the 3 bolts I just showed you, 1 and 2. Where is it at? 3 right there. And what it does is that threaded nut right there, it's a rod. What you do is you have to loosen up those ones on the track first, and then that allows it to free up, so then you could take an impact and put it on that bolt right there, or that threaded rod, the one I just showed you. And you'll have to use you don't have to use an impact. I just think it makes a lot of sense. So I'm gonna go ahead and, like I said, on my truck I have 3 bolts that are, or 2 bolts that are 18 millimeter and 1 that's a 19 millimeter. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab those, and you gotta use open ends because they're too close to get a socket in there because of this pipe being here. So I'm gonna go ahead and put you on pause. I'm going to loosen those up and then I'll show you again. All right, guys, I have those 3 bolts loosened up. That one right there, that one right there, and that one right there. You don't have to take them out, you just have to loosen them. Now I'm gonna grab my impact, I'm gonna put it on that threaded rod, and what that's gonna do is it's going to, actually I gotta put the belts on first, I'm sorry. So I gotta take, it's supposed to be 3 belts. So I'm gonna probably have to do this. I guess I don't really have to do, like, tighten it down right now until I get my 3rd belt. But what you're gonna wanna do is I'm gonna put these belts on, make sure they're in line. Then I'm gonna grab my impact and I can tighten it up right there. And put you on pause. All right, guys, I'm gonna show you. So you could see, actually I'm gonna tighten it back up. And you can see how, so there's, grab my light. There's, damn it, sorry. This whole entire piece right here is gonna slide. I'm gonna put the camera on it, and then you'll be able to see it go up and down. You see how it just moved? And it's from that threaded rod. So now I'm gonna drop it back down so I can put my belts on. And like I said, this is the reason why you spray that threaded rod down, because if you don't, I laid on it. If you don't spray that threaded rod right there, it could snap on you. So it's very important to thread or to spray it down. See how she just dropped? So you have to loosen up those bolts that are holding this piece on. And then after you get the belts tightened, then you retighten the bolts that are keeping that in line. Sorry, I'm not exactly on there, but kind of difficult to do with working or using one hand for the video. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my belts on there. I'll come back to you. All right, guys, I have my belts on. As you can see, it's meant for a 3 belt. So it's 1, 2, and I got an open slot all the way to the right there. And then same thing up top. So, I don't know if you can see those or not, but right here, these 2, make sure that they're in line all the way down. So come up here. Make sure they're on the bottom. Don't go to that inside wheel to the left. That won't be lined up. So there you go, right there, 2 there, and 2 up top right there. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and tighten it up. And I can operate the truck with just 2 belts. And then once my parts guy gets a 3rd belt, then when I change my oil next time, I'll go ahead and put the 3rd one on. So I'm gonna go ahead and See where we're at here. You don't have to do it like so you're gorilla on this. You can see it coming up. You can see how the slack's being taken out of the belt. Get closer on that. All right there, like I said, that threaded rod. Feel your belts for tension. Yeah, it's pretty good actually. I'm gonna double check for tension. I'll come back to you. All right, guys. Grab my light. It's hard to get in there. All right, you can see the belts are on there. Now, as far as the tension on there, I'm not really 100% sure, but you want some sort of bounce in it. I don't know if you could see that or not, but you just want some, don't make it so it's, I mean, you want it tight, but you also don't want it loose. So I don't know if there's actually a torque setting on this thing. I wouldn't think so, but I could be wrong. So she's got a little bounce to it, about on your serpentine belt. So if you push down on it, it's about like that. And as those belts warm up, they're gonna get a little bigger. So you don't want it super loose. You don't want it super tight, so you'll have to make that call on your own. So that's pretty much it. Now I'm gonna hit a little bit more. Yeah, I think that's perfect. Now I just have to take my millimeters wrenches and tighten down the 3 bolts, the ones I showed you earlier. That's it. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Ciao.